What's up, you guys? Eddie at Fliptroniks. We're getting into another phone battle with the LG G8 ThinQ versus the Sony Xperia 10 Plus. Alright, so both these phones are the newest flagships from both phone makers. I'm going to cover some of the basic specs. We're going to do a gaming comparison, and if you want to learn more about either of these phones, I'll throw some links in the description. Alright, so let's kick things off with the G8 ThinQ here. It's got an OLED 6.1-inch display. Now, I think the display on this phone looks incredible. And then, of course, over here on the Sony, you've got a 6.5-inch LCD display. Now, there's a huge price difference in both phones. You're looking at around $800 new over here, and then for the Sony, it costs somewhere around like $420 right now. So, with that said, if you want to save some money, obviously I would recommend going with the Sony because it is still an awesome phone. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be talking about here, processor-wise, you've got a Snapdragon 636 on the Sony, and then you've got a Snapdragon 855 on the LG. So you are going to have a faster processor over here with the LG, but it is double the price, right? But then as far as cameras go, you've got a 16 megapixel on the LG, 12 megapixel on the Sony. But enough talking about these. Let's get into some actual, gameplay here. Now, I've got both phones basically like turned all the way up here. And I'm going to kick things off here with Into the Dead 2 because I love this game. And, we're going to get into some of the gameplay with it here. You will notice on the Sony that, it's got that really long screen. Now, it does optimize a lot of the games, correctly, but you are going to run into some situations where it's not going to optimize things correctly. So, you're just going to have to deal with that on the Sony. But as far as this game goes, I think it's, not bad by any means. Alright, anyways, I'm kind of waiting for this one to load up. I want to kick things off with the Sony, and then I'll move back down here to the G8 ThinQ. Alright, so both phones are on the max volume setting, and I can already tell the LG sounds a lot louder. Alright, cool. Let's, bring it down here to the LG and get into some of this level. I did forget to mention, both phones basically have Gorilla Glass on them. So, you've got Gorilla Glass 5 on both of the front screens on here. The Sony has a polycarbonate backing, which I'll talk about in a little bit, actually, because I totally forgot to mention that. But anyways, let's, get into some of it down here on the LG, and let's do our thing. That was a nice double kill. Man, it was an awesome triple kill. Alright, cool. So, like, right off the bat, definitely can tell you that LG is going to be a much louder phone. It's just kind of like blaring at this point. Alright, anyways, I want to take things back to the home screen here so we can, check out some Netflix, because I did want to pull that up on both phones as well. So the thing that I have loved about the Sony phone, and I mentioned when we first got this one, is that I love how it kind of optimizes it, you know, with that really wide screen on here. I think it looks pretty sick. You know, like I said, you're looking at an LCD display up here as opposed to the OLED, but, you know, the Sony phone still looks really good in my opinion. But let's scroll down a little bit here. So I was watching some of this Avengers, so let's load this one up on both phones. Why not, right?
What happened?
Oh my God. Looks like we're not getting paid.
It's pretty cool. I got it like basically like almost timed perfectly here.
How the hell is this still alive?
He's not a dude. You're a dude. This is a man.
All right, let's get things back to the home screen one more time here. Okay, so you know, both phones, obviously I like them both, but you know, price difference is going to be huge here. Now, like I said, you're looking at around $400, you know, with the Sony right here. It's got the Gorilla Glass on the front of it, so I mean, these phones don't scratch too much, you know, and of course you've got the polycarbonate backing here on the Sony. So I mean, you could drop this phone quite a bit. It'll take a drop. You've got Gorilla Glass on the back of the LG. I think this phone just looks so slick though. But anyways, want to just do a quick comparison with both of them. Like I said, I do like them both. This is LG's newest flagship right now in 2019, and this is Sony's newest flagship in 2019 as well. They both have, you know, some cool things going on. So I'll have links down there if you want to check any of these out on either of these out on Amazon. If you have any questions about either of them, feel free to message me below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see y'all later.